What's up? What's up? It's your boy SneakerQue checking in with Mop Magazine. I got a special guest today, Miss Itty Bitty. QTjazz is in the building.
In the building for the one time. Tell her you lie. Make sure it's right. Then cover it not. Cover it right. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, you got more than plenty. It starts off as one, then many. So sick of love.
For the one time.
We finally meet.
I know.
It took a minute to set this up.
You've been big timing me, man.
No, I have not.
You know, like you just been too busy for me. Like I'm like,
it hasn't been like that, but I made it here. I was on time.
You were on time.
Technically.
I mean, I gave you like a 30-minute grace period.
What?
I mean, the R&B singers, man. You know they
I was on time.
She was on time, dressed and ready. Hey, mom.
Ding.
Mom is in the building.
Yep.
All right, so let's jump into it. So obviously you got the single out.
Faded Royalty.
Faded Royalty.
Yes.
I love it.
Thanks.
So tell me about that track.
Faded Royalty. The name came from a company I interviewed for Sprite when I was doing Sprite Pour in their program. I was interviewing people in like New York, Chicago, and here in Atlanta. And when I interviewed someone in New York, they had a hat and like a t-shirt company called Faded Royalty. And I was like, that's a cool name. What does that mean? And they were telling me about like when a king has two sons, his first one inherits everything naturally. And his second one is like the Faded Royalty. He gets to do whatever he wants to do in the kingdom, but he still like has those privileges. And I was like, oh, that's me. So I told them, I was like, I'm going to make a song about that one day. And it took me 2 years, but when I heard the right track, only 2 years. When I heard the right track, I finally, made it come to fruition. So,
and you did a good job. I like the track.
You.
I mean, I love it. It's nice and smooth and it rides.
It's bouncy.
All right, so let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
Now you've been singing and dancing since you came out the womb.
Pretty much. My mom always tells this story about like when I was little, how I was dancing like on the table in my diapers, and she was on the phone with her friend and was like, I'm going to have to get her into some professional dance classes before this goes wrong. So that's when I started going to Dance 411 and training and doing hip hop, salsa, everything pretty much.
So you pretty much know how to get down. You know how to get down with the get down.
With a few stretches, I can bust a move real quick.
That's what's up. Now I know, like, to be a dancer, you have to be like in tip-top shape.
Yes.
So what do you do to make sure you're able to do these routines and do it at a good rate?
When I was younger, I did gymnastics.
Okay.
Because I wasn't too fond of ballet, and gymnastics kept that structure and it also kept my strength. But now I just exercise. But I exercise like every day.
What's your exercise consist of?
I have a trainer.
Do you hit the gym? Oh, you got a trainer.
Yeah. He's actually one of my dancers too. Shout out to J-Rock. He's awesome. He comes to the house and wakes me up at 6 a.m. and we get it in for an hour. Like boxing, everything. It's really fun.
That's dope. So
we do tug of war, like anything just to keep it fun. But I'm always like breaking a sweat and upset because I sweated out my hair afterwards.
Every lady struggle.
I know.
You got to keep it tight, but then your hair goes, the curls drop.
I know, and it's just like, do I want to be skinny? Do I want to have my hair did? Decisions. All right, so you've been, like I said, you started in the music industry early, and you've opened up for some big time talents. Yes.
Monica, like another big fan of mine. We were talking off camera about me being a big Escape fan, a big Monica fan as well.
When I've seen her in concert twice, and she's awesome. Like every song she sings it just like the record. She sounds just as good today as ever.
I believe it.
So I opened up for her. B.O.B. Neo, he's really, really good, and he's a good dancer. A lot of people. I'm just
How was
honored.
those experiences?
They were humbling, and you always take notes. Like I see what I do with my shows, and I see what they do with their shows, and it's nothing like being there and being backstage. So you see the sound people and how many people it takes to actually put on such a big production, and it's like such a new respect for performances.
That's what's up. And like with those, I know with those performances, like it's a big crowd. So like, have you ever like, got nervous?
I don't get nervous.
Mom over there like,
No, I don't get nervous. I get anxious or
Anxious.
excited. I think nervous makes you sound like you're unprepared.
Definitely.
And I'm not unprepared.
You're always prepared.
I'm just excited, so I don't like talking to a lot of people. That's actually like something I need to work on. Like right before I go on stage.
Hold up. You don't like talking to people?
Like before I go on stage.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't want you to ask me a whole bunch of questions. Like, oh, where am I supposed to stand? Do you want me to record it? Like, sure. I'm trying to focus. That's a bad habit I gotta break.
We gotta work on that. We definitely gotta work on that. So speaking of Monica and some of these other musicians, who are some of the people that have influenced you? Like growing up, in a household where your mom was in the industry, like who are some of the people that?
Well, I have to say this on camera. Escape. My mom was a business manager for them for a period of time. So they're a big influence. Janet Jackson, of course, because she can break it down and break it up real quick.
Yeah, I was, this is quoted to say that I read something that said you was like a bite-sized version of Sierra mixed with a little Janet Jackson.
I would.
Is that accurate?
I think so. Like, they're dancers and they're good singers and they're entertainers overall. So okay. I would love to hold up to that
comparison.
Yeah.
So that's an honor.
That and one more person is Justin Timberlake. I absolutely love him. I think he puts out good music, good shows, and his stuff is always quality. So that's someone I look up to.
That's back in the Insight days too?
Yes. Like Justin Timberlake, his whole career. I was listening to NSYNC today, by the way.
How old are you? 12?
I'm 20.
Are you just 20? Oh, okay. Y'all know you never see everybody like, oh, you're not supposed to ask someone your age and stuff.
I don't.
You look like you're 15.
It's
16.
Okay. Thanks.
Tell people you're 16.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Why not?
Because I don't think it's gonna be too believable. Do I really look 16?
18.
18 I might be able to pass for.
18 you can pass for a smooth 18.
It varies. Some people will say, oh, you look 23. And I'm like, what? And then some people will say I look 15.
Yeah. In between 15 and 23.
I think those are good ages regardless.
Solid 18. So, let's get back to you as the artist. So, with the summer coming to an end.
Yes.
You have the Faded Royalty track.
The Faded Royalty video is coming out.
The video is coming out. She just dropped it exclusively on Mott Magazine right here in this one-on-one interview. So
the video is coming out. Dwayne Rogers, he's an awesome photographer and videographer. He shot the video. And that whole process, actually the video day was extremely hot. Can I just add that we didn't calculate that in our process.
So it was outside?
It was outside. And also, I had a passing in my family. So, like, during lunch, I went to the funeral and came back. It was a crazy day. And I was
That grind doesn't stop.
It doesn't. But I was happy, like, I got to do both. And Dwayne was extremely respectable about everything. So
when you gonna drop the video?
I haven't got a date yet. But I just got the first, cut, the final cut for the video. So it's official. It's done.
It's done.
Done data.
Ready to go. Ready to go. So what else you have planned for the rest of the year going into the new year?
Faded Royalty, the actual project.
Mm-hmm.
I have all the songs already done.
Already done?
They're being mixed and mastered, and so it can sound all pretty and nice for you guys. I'm excited. It's like my first project.
A full body of work.
Yes, like me being 20, not 12.
You heard it. You heard it. All right, so any collabs on the project?
No, actually.
So you did a full project all by yourself? How was that?
Scammed my project by myself. That's just how it happened. I might change my mind at the very last minute, but for right now, it's just solo dolo me.
That's what's up. So what's your process like? So you are a singer. How much songwriting do you do?
I did 90% of the songwriting on my whole records.
So take me through your process as a songwriter.
Okay, so like
because you're 20, because it's not like you can fall in love right now.
Yeah, because I have all this experience to write about. Because I'm 100 years old. I take stories that I've experienced and that people have told me, and I write them down in my notes. Even arguments or such that I've had, and I just write them down at word from word. And so when I get into the studio, whether it's 2 years later or not, I just bring back those notes and I'm like, oh, this is what I want to talk about. This is how this track makes me feel. And we go from there. Yeah.
That's dope, because I always like to ask, singers and songwriters, what's their thought process? Like some people say, they may be riding in the car.
Yeah, I
some
come
people say
with like a collection of ideas. Yeah, it's never, I have this one idea for this track. I always have like multiple things I want to do and then just choose.
So pretty much, but they're all like factual though.
Yes.
Because they're all stories and things that people told you or you heard and stuff like that. So take us through. Okay, so with this project, Faded Royalty, what are some of the storylines that we can look forward to?
Ooh. That was a good one. Okay, I'll say Dandelions, because this was a really good story, I think. It was based off of how, like, when you tell one lie, you have to tell many to cover it up. You can never just say one. And I compared it to the flower, the dandelion. Like how you blow it and then it plants seeds to bring up many more dandelions. Mm-hmm. And throughout the song, I'm explaining of how you can't just tell me one. Go ahead, Mr. Vanessa. Go ahead and do your thing. And I'm sick of his dandy lines that he's pulling on me throughout this relationship. So that's one.
That's what's up.
Wordplay.
Is that something like from your experience? Or is that like,
what?
What? Yo, I love.
I would never admit that.
Listen, we gotta
no
continue.
One's finessing over here on me.
We have to continue to let moms come into the studio for the interviews.
So she can do like this. Because
she's like, yes, no, yeah.
That's horrible.
Good. So mom is giving us all the inside scoop on Miss
I would
QTjazz.
never let someone finesse on me.
My mama said it's true. Mom never lies. After the project release, what are some of the things that you hope to go, like maybe go on tour, continue to open up?
I want to go on tour and open up. I want to be able to do my own, spot dates and also be a part of some film work.
I was just about to say,
I love acting.
We can't forget about QTjazz, the movie star.
Yes.
The actress.
I love acting.
Somebody ever tell you look like Kerry Washington?
No, but thank you. I think she's pretty hot.
Just a little bit.
Thanks.
I'm not. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my contact fell out.
Maybe it's the sweat that was dripping.
Yeah, I know. For having me wait outside, you know what I'm saying. But all right, so you are going to be participating in some films.
Yes.
So tell us about one of the films, because you have a big film that might have some big shoes to fill. Your feet look small.
They're thinking about the Escape project. After they did the Unsung on Escape, there was a lot of talk about them doing a movie to really tell the full details.
Yeah, because a lot of people saying that was inaccurate.
Right.
And we got a first hand in mom right here that she see. Yeah. Anyway, so a lot of that was inaccurate. So they're thinking about doing a film.
And if they do a film, I have to be picked. I am declaring it right here, right now.
On my magazine, 101 with SneakerQue.
If they do an Escape project, your girl has to be it. And I'm going for Kandi, because that's the role I want to do.
You have to be Kandi.
I have to.
That's so big shoes.
But I mean, I know her. Like, I can study her, literally, follow her
good.
around.
You can follow her around.
Yeah.
You couldn't follow her around back in those days, though. Like,
no, but she's like got all the tea. She's like low key got all the tea.
She's a mother of two now. So like she's not the same as she was back.
I'm telling you, she's like still the hot stuff. And I think the baby rejuvenated her. Like, she is bomb.com right now. I think everyone can agree that whatever Baby Ace gave Kandi is amazing.
So if you can open up for one artist in the whole wide world, who would it be?
If I can open up for one artist.
They call you right now. They call your mom. They call your manager and be like, hey, we need QTjazz to open up. Blah, blah, blah. Who would it be?
Can I say Beyonce? Am I allowed to say that?
Of course you're allowed to say. Girls love Beyonce.
Girls love Beyonce. Like, she's a household name.
So you, no question there.
No questions. Where? Canada? All right, I'll be there in a minute.
Just like that.
What? Girl, what? Hawaii? I see you there.
I love your charisma, man. You know,
Thank you.
It's like, yo, whoever wrote your bio is exact. They wrote it as detailed as possible. And they must know you. They must know you because everything they said, like a bite size full of everything. That's you.
Thanks.
That's you. That's good too. That's good. That's what you need. You need that bubbly attitude, you know, to maneuver in this industry.
It's really just me though. Like,
yeah, I know, but whoever wrote it, they were accurate.
They were on
point.
Okay.
So anything else you want to let the world know?
Be on the lookout for Faded Royalty, the video, and the project. Support. Listen,
is it going to be
share.
at the beginning of this year or at the end of next year?
You mean the beginning of next year or the end of this year?
Yeah.
The end of this year.
The end of this year. Oh, it's coming. You don't got a few more months.
I know, it's coming. And I turned 21 in October.
October what?
October the 9th.
Okay.
So, like, it has to come out.
Any plans for your big 21st birthday?
I don't have any yet.
Wow. 21.
I'm excited, though. I want to do, like, something special as far as Faded Royalty is concerned.
Gotcha. Now, I was 21 probably about a good 15, 20 years ago.
100 years ago.
Close to it. I'm glad
it's okay, though. We all got to be 21 in
You're right.
one day.
All right, so before we get out of here, you know, it was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
You know, that we finally got this done. Before we get out of here, I want you to drop all your social media.
Okay.
SoundCloud.
The plug.
Plug yourself in.
Everything is under QTjazz, which is QTjazz. My SoundCloud, my Instagram. I have a sad addiction to Instagram. I actually have to like move my app.
So can I get a follow back on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay,
you can. But I'm telling you, like I have to move my app around on my phone, so I have to hide it from myself, so that I don't go on it every second of the day.
Wow.
It's sad.
I'm like that.
But I'm getting it together.
I'm like that too.
So you can follow
What you be looking for when you be looking on Instagram? Like, what do you see?
Everything.
You be looking for the cute guys and stuff, don't you?
No, yeah.
Look, mom over there, like, yeah.
And I look for the things that they're looking for. Like, whose pictures are you liking? That's what I want to know.
So we have an Insta stalker in the business.
Absolutely. If we are partially friends, I am stalking you on Instagram.
Fellas, you know, if you know QTjazz, stay away from Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. You know, any of them.
No. I can't do Snapchat. You know I saw you. Too much. Okay. Too much. I need to Instagram. I don't need you to see me see you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And
even on like Insta Snap, you can see who viewed. No.
You need to see. You need to go.
I need to catch you off guard. Yeah.
So we just got to add that to your resume. Singer, songwriter, dancer, actress, and Insta stalker. Right?
Ding.
That's what's up. Well, look, once again, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
You know, best of luck to you, on your 21st birthday. Happy early birthday from my magazine. You know?
Okay.
And we'll be keeping in contact.
Alrighty then.
It's your boy SneakerQue, my magazine.
Boom.
Little Miss QTjazz. Until next time, peace.